community. It's Robert with Block's Sonic Wafers, and I'm here to show you my box sets, Volume 3. I actually filmed this whole thing earlier today. My camera malfunctioned. Don't you hate it when that happens? I'd also like to report that the missing box set from way back in Volume 1 has found its way home. The culprit has been discovered and, as promised, shall remain anonymous. But we have figured out the bird's eye dirty lowdown on this caper, and it has been resolved. That box set will be making an appearance in a future video, but not this one. So let's get started, see what we can run through this time. And since John over at Rock and Metal Plus started this thing, and he was a little disappointed in my lack of metal in my first video, so here's a teeny bit. Queensryche, Mindcrime Live. I like the metallic dates that they used on the box here. This is old school. It comes with a program. Very nice, yet very skinny. It has the latest and greatest technology in a VHS Mindcrime video live. There is the hype sticker from the front of the box, and a live CD of the Mindcrime tour. So there's a bit of metal. And a little bit more. This is Queensryche also. It's a 12-inch EP with Jet City Woman. You got Empire Live and Walk in the Shadows Live. This has a huge poster in here of the band live on stage. There's the abbreviated version. And a 10-inch Queensryche. This has a little Queensryche baton. It has the Best I Can 10-inch EP, the LP version of Best I Can, backed with I Dream in Infrared 1991 acoustic remix, and Prophecy live in Tokyo. Best I Can is from the album Empire, and it comes with a poster of the band. And the other one I just showed came with a laminate from one of those shows, and I do have that laminate. It's just not currently in the box where it belongs. Here's an item that has been discussed on the VC a little bit here lately, not too lately. This is Fish, live in Glen Falls, New York, the Glen Falls Civic Center, 10/31/94. If I'm not mistaken, that would be Halloween. It's a 4-disc affair, and starting on disc 2, track 4, they do the Beatles' White Album start to finish. They start out this thing, disc one, with Frankenstein. Amazing Grace is on here. Well, what I thought was interesting, and they did a series of their live shows in this format because taping was big at the time. I guess it probably still is. So you get a binder sheet for each one of your discs, which are already in it. So you just put this in the binder with your collection, and you can collect all the Fish shows like that. I have to be honest, I'm not a big Fish fan. Musically speaking, they're very good musicians. Vocally speaking, nobody can sing in that band as far as I'm concerned. But that's just my opinion. Don't be offended. Flogging Molly live at the Greek Theatre. You've got the show on 2 CDs and a DVD of the show as well. So if you're into the Celtic music in a punk vein, that's some fun stuff. The DVD is September 12th, 2009. The Greek Theatre. And here's one of everybody's favorite live albums, the Allman Brothers at Fillmore East. This is a collection of performances that album was culled from. This is 3 Blu-rays. Disc 1 is March 12th, 1971, the first show. And Disc 1 is also March 12th, 71, the second show. Disc 2 is March 13th, the first show and the second show. And Disc 3 is jumping all the way to June 27th, 1971, the closing show for the Fillmore East. So you've got basically 5 complete shows, a whole lot of unreleased material, plus all the tracks that they pulled for the live album. It's got a booklet and 3 Blu-rays. Very well done. The sound is great. And then they did something similar for Isle of Wild South. Doesn't have quite as much material. These are also Blu-ray. You have the original album remastered. You've got the original album in 5.1, and you've got Live at Ludlow Garage 1970. The Allman Brothers. Concert for Bangladesh. Very nice box set. Comes with an Apple sticker. Comes with some postcards. Has kind of a track listing here, hype page. A little letter about UNICEF, the cause. Some notes on Bangladesh. Got a concert poster. I never put up the posters I get in these sets, which is kind of a shame. George Harrison and Friend, 2 performances. Of course, you get the book. List of the players. Eric Clapton, Bob Dylan, George Harrison, Billy Preston, Leon Russell, Ringo Starr, Ravi Shankar, Jesse Ed Davis, Tom Evans, Pete Ham, Mike Gibbons, Jim Keltner, Joey Molland, Don Preston, Carl Radel, Claus Foreman, etc. Little rehearsal stuff. A lot of great pictures. And then, of course, got the 2 DVD set. The concerts on one, special features on the other. I'm Trying to Break Your Heart, a film about Wilco by Sam Jones. This is a nice box set. Comes with a nice booklet and 2 DVDs. If you haven't seen this, it's about the filming of Yankee Hotel Foxtrot, at which time the band had an advance from the label to make the album, and then the label dropped them, but it didn't ask for that money back. It was also the breakup of Tweedy and Jay Bennett, unfortunately, and that's captured on the film. But then they got signed to another label, which coincidentally was owned by the same head company under the same umbrella as the label that dropped them. Kind of ironic there. And as we all know, that album did very, very well. Sly and the Family Stone at Woodstock. This comes with a nice 2-sided poster. One's a Woodstock poster and the other side's Sly. It's this picture of Sly. This is the complete performance at Woodstock, August 17th, 69. My Lady, Sing a Simple Song, You Can Make It If You Try, Everyday People, Dance to the Music, Medley, Music Lover, and Higher, and then I Want to Take You Higher, Love City, and Stand. And they threw in a copy of the Stand album, which features most of those same songs. I like that a lot of the Woodstock performance stuff is coming out. I know there's a Rhino set of everything from Woodstock. It's way out of my ballpark money-wise. Maybe someday. Bela Fleck and the Flecktones, Little Worlds. And they put out 2 editions of this. This is the 3-disc edition. And I think they had one that was either just 1 or 2 discs. But this is the whole enchilada. Yusuf, Another Cup. This was Yusuf's return to the stage pretty much. This is just a special edition in a nice hardback book. It's got lyrics, some nice artwork, and the disc. Not really a box set, more just a special edition, but I think it's worthy. And speaking of special editions, Rhythm of the Saints by Paul Simon. Just an advanced special edition, really not a whole lot to it. Adrian Belew plays on this one, just like he did Graceland. Another advanced special edition. This is Bonnie Raitt's Luck of the Draw in a crushed velvet covered box, still in its shrink. And there's not a whole lot to this one either. It just comes with a special package with a Bonnie Raitt playing card on the front. It's got a vellum sleeve to hold the disc, and pretty much the same booklet that comes with the standard edition. You know, if you go to Nashville, Tennessee, there's a lot of good record stores in Nashville proper, but being the center of Music City as they are, they will not sell any promo items, advance, or special items such as these. I got both of these at Phonolux. If you've been to Phonolux, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, I recommend it if you are in the Nashville area, because they do carry stuff like this, and that's where I got these and more. Alright, I've shown a whole bunch of Alligator records. In the last video, or the first video, I showed the 20th anniversary, the 30th anniversary, the 40th anniversary, but I skipped the 25th anniversary. So here is that. The Kinks are the Village Green Preservation Society Special Deluxe Edition. You can tell because it tells you right there. It's 3 discs. Nice picture in the fold out. It's got the stereo version, the mono version, and a bunch of unreleased alternates and additional tracks. They keep issuing deluxe versions of this album. I'm sure each and every one of them are worth it. Hey, here's a little box set that has a sad tale. This is the original series, EMI's 100th birthday. This had remastered versions of This Was, Stand Up, and Benefit from Jethro Tull. And I had Stand Up and Benefit in my Volvo when I totaled it. They were over the visor, survived the accident, I'm sure, but when I cleaned the car out, I missed the fact that those were in there. I tried to contact the company that hauled it away, and they ignored me. Somebody there just wanted to keep those discs, and did. So I'm left with This Was only out of this box, which makes me sad because they sounded so good. So there's that one. That's kind of a dud. Elton John's Rare Masters. This kind of collects a lot of the early material, and you know, a lot of this stuff has made it on as bonus and extra tracks of remasters and such. But you know, some of this is from his earliest albums. This has got the complete Friends original soundtrack on here. It's got the songs that he did live with John Lennon on here. It's got Whenever You're Ready, We'll Go Steady Again, Jackrabbits on here, Skyline Pigeon. The earliest version of Madman Across the Water with Mick Ronson is on here. Lady Samantha's on here. I just learned that Martin Barr played on that, of Jethro Tull. Anyway, this is a real nice set. It comes with a nice booklet. Rare Masters. If you see that out somewhere, grab it. I don't know how many people are familiar with Blue Floyd. I've got 3 of these. They all have the same cover, but they're all different live shows by basically a jam band that does nothing but Pink Floyd covers. Matt Apps was in it, Mark Ford, Johnny Neal on keyboards, Barry Oakley from the Allman Brothers, Alan Woody. And for this track list here has Hal from 2001: A Space Odyssey, and then they do Echoes with Jimmy Herring, Sheep, Seamus, Money, Us and Them, Breathe, Interstellar Overdrive, Wish You Were Here, Hey You, One of These Days, Shine On You Crazy Diamond, Have a Cigar, Cymbeline, Set the Controls for the Heart of the Sun, Dark Star with Jimmy Herring, Fearless, Young Lust, A Good Fool Is Hard to Find with Pink Anderson, In the Flesh, and Another Brick in the Wall Part 2. Interesting stuff. It's definitely jam bandy kind of versions. And here's one that I know is on everybody's list. Roger Waters did an opera. It's called Kyra, which means there is hope. An opera in 3 acts with Bryn Terfeld, Paul Groves, Ying Huang, and it's in 5.1 on SACD. Raise your hand if you have this. Rush 2112 Remastered Edition with a 5.1 version. They did an interesting setup with the 5.1 version. There's a graphic novel that plays along with the album. Pretty good if you're into graphic novels. Rush, Snakes and Arrows. This is also a box set. It has a little book. Probably the same one that comes with standard edition. And the disc is 5.1. Crosby, Stills and Nash's first album. There's no extra material in here. There's a nice book. The CD is gold. So that's really the only special thing about this edition. I'm pretty sure it's going for a pretty penny these days. Green, remastered, 5.1 edition. REM Live, and this one has the live show on 2 CDs and then a DVD of the concert. REM, Fables of the Reconstruction. Nice little box. This one has some cool little art cards in it. This one has a CD with the Athens demos. And then of course it has the original album on it with a large poster of the album art. Least but not last, They Might Be Giants. Dial a Song. They used to, and maybe still do, have a phone number by which you can call up to them and get a random new song played to you over the phone. This is a collection of a lot of those tracks. This also has the theme from Malcolm in the Middle, the Boss of Me song. I like that song. So this is a fun set. They Might Be Giants. Dial a Song. Okay, that is going to put a cap on episode number 3. I have decided that it's going to take 3 to 4 more episodes to complete showing you my box sets, and I've decided it's probably wise to drag it out a little further than just throwing it all out there at the same time. So I'm probably going to do some other things before I wind this up. I might go ahead and film some of it, but I'm going to set it aside and dole it out in little doses. I hope you have enjoyed it thus far. I hope you enjoyed the continuation. My little buddies, my pig, my Bloodshot Records with a skull for that other contest. Today's my birthday, and this is what I'm doing, making a video. I will see you guys at the next one fairly soon.